3 ginger hair colors, 3 different hair coloring process and products. Let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of Things Like Thelma. Today we're going to talk about the different hair coloring products, the right base, and how to use them. All you see is good hair coloring results, but what you don't see is the process behind it. And understanding the base is more important than the questions I usually get. What product do you use? Because when you get the product, how do you know when to use it? Well, let's fix that. This is my client's hair when she walked in. Now looking at the level of lift on this hair, bleach is no longer an option. Permanent dye is no longer an option. All we need is to fill back color into this hair. This is where semi-permanent dye comes in. And the popular one you know is Adore. There is absolutely no reason for you to mix your Adore with developer. It has no value at all. Rather, it will end up causing damage to the hair because Adore sits on the cuticle, not inside the cuticle. I have a full tutorial on how to use Adore. You can scroll down through my page or you can check out our YouTube channel. Yeah, we finally have a YouTube channel. You can check it out. All the previous episodes of Things Like Thelma have been uploaded on the YouTube channel. So if you cannot scroll down to my page, you can go over there, subscribe, and watch the videos. I might even consider posting more tutorials on that page, but it all depends on the number of subscriptions that we get. So subscribe. Use the Adore Cajun Spice to tone down the hair, and this is what it looks like. And we went in again with the Adore Paprika, and this is the final result. Very beautiful. Now let's talk about the second one. For this, we are going to be bleaching the hair. Now let me get this straight. Bleach is not the problem. Lack of proper knowledge on how to use bleach is the problem. Now, are there several options of coloring this hair? Yes, the no bleach method. But if a client wants her hair bleached, we'll go ahead and do that. The goal is to be able to control the lift, not to be scared of it. So we are going to be using a 20 volume developer. Unlike the 40 volume developer, it lifts gently and it gives enough power without being overly aggressive. As you can see here, it gets to the level you need without unnecessary stress. Now to take this hair from this color to ginger, which product are we going to use? If you said semi-permanent dye, you are correct. If you said permanent dye, you are also correct. Now if you are wondering why we did not use permanent dye in the first one, you notice that the hair was over bleached, which is why we used a Cajun Spice dye to tone it down. But this time around, we bleached the hair to the level we want. So you can decide to use permanent dye or you can decide to use semi-permanent dye. Both are dye products that deposit colors to the hair. But semi-permanent dye will only deposit color to this hair, which will be giving us a darker shade of ginger. While permanent dye will leave the hair a little bit more and then give you a bright ginger, which is what we are going for. Now, every coloring process I've shown you so far are all nice and good, but sometimes clients don't want their hair to be bleached at all. They want to color their hair with minimal chemical stress. This is where the third coloring process comes in, the no bleach method. In this process, we are going to be using only permanent dye to achieve these colors. And to achieve these results, I'm going to be layering multiple shades of permanent dye, 3 different tones. This is hands down the safest coloring process and my clients love it so much. Now, if you want to know the exact shades that I use and how I layer them to achieve these colors, comment the word color and I'll send you the details. And if you want to learn hair coloring proper, do well to register with Skilled Barber Academy and we'll put you up to speed. Okay, bye.